Welcome everybody, this is Drew Kaplan. This is my 30-second weekly real estate video. I'm with Keller Williams Advisors Realty here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm really excited. This is my very first time having someone from outside of Ohio join us. We've got Lauren Friedman from Keller Williams Pacific Estates joining us, and she is in the Long Beach area and also works with surrounding areas, including Lakewood, Huntington Beach, Seal Beach, and more. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, I really appreciate your having me, Drew. This is an honor.
What's going on in California with all the COVID-19 precautions?
Well, that is a very good question. Everything needs to be done virtually if at all possible. That includes buyer and seller consults, showings, and even open houses should be done virtually. We're fortunate that in this day and age, we have this kind of capability. And we also have the ability to sign listing agreements as well as contracts electronically, which is amazing.
What about checking out the properties? I mean, being able to do all this stuff virtually is great, but about actually physically seeing it?
That is a very good question. If we absolutely need to get into a property, one agent and no more than two other individuals should be in the property at the same time. And all social distancing guidelines should be strictly observed. Now, in saying this, everything is changing day by day, minute by minute. So what is okay one day may not be okay the next, just so that everyone's aware. As an agent, it's my responsibility to have read and understand all the recommendations by the CDC on how to protect myself and how to protect my clients. We need to make sure the appropriate precautions, including masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, and social distancing, are in fact being strictly adhered to. In addition, we have to make sure that prior to entering the property, we once again ask the client, have you been sick? Do you have a cold? Do you have a cough? Anything. And also it's really important to ask them, have they been in contact with anyone that has COVID-19? Because if they have, they should not be going into the home.
So that's on the buyer side. Now, what if a seller wants to list their home for sale but doesn't want to allow anybody physically to enter their property?
It can also be done. As an agent, we can promote the property through photos and through videos. If we need to do a showing, what we can do is we can have the buyer, the buyer's agent, the seller, as well as the listing agent on like a Zoom call. And we can do a personal virtual showing where the seller kind of shows all the nooks and crannies of the property that maybe aren't highlighted in the professional video. If a buyer decides to make an offer on the property, once the offer is accepted, they can get into the property prior to the opening of escrow. What they need to do is they need to write the contract contingent upon seeing the property. We do the time in commercial real estate. It is just not done typically in residential real estate. It's typically easy to get into a home, but in this day and age, with everything going on, it's best to limit showings if at all possible.
Lauren, this sounds great. Thank you so much. This is really fascinating to hear what's currently going on in California, which, as you mentioned, could change minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. But yes. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate your having me on your show today. Best wishes to you and everyone out in your neck of the woods.
Thank you.
Thank you.